time in my country? You don't talk much. You want to make me nervous?
Oh no.
Sash! Да. Спасибо. I have friends. Friends all over the world. That hurts.
I just want the kid. I will pay more.
You have a problem. You've seen our faces.
You have the same problem. You've seen mine.
Samson strides into a bustling club. Unaware it hides a trafficking hub. He moves with purpose, setting a tense, mysterious tone for the underworld ahead. On a mission, his driven gaze hints at high stakes and peril, keeping us in suspense. That evening, Samson negotiates with a dangerous trafficking network about moving Victor. He offers a hefty fee, pleasing the cartel head at first. Tension rises as the sides rush to an agreement, with armed guards watching closely. Situation quickly escalates. Samson sets the money on the table as a distraction. In a sudden outburst, he attacks with a knife, leaving the cartel stunned by swift, lethal moves. Chaos erupts as Samson becomes a deadly force. Dim room. A fierce fight erupts as Samson brutalizes armed cartel members with ruthless precision. Despite odds, his agility and training subdue foes. The backroom becomes chaotic, his will unyielding in this brutal, relentless struggle. Samson, after defeating the gang, seeks Victor for rescue. Before leaving, he triggers a timer on his phone, detonating explosives planted in vehicles and sites, lighting up the night. The blasts destroy the trafficking base. Unknown to Samson, the fire killed the innocent prisoners inside. The next morning, he gets an urgent police call and is sent back to the now-charred trafficking hub. Arriving, he faces the explosion's aftermath as crews swarm the mansion. Samson meets Inspector Steve, who is angry and disappointed by last night. He cites fire casualties. Many young captives perished, and urges Samson to resign from independent ops and stop meddling in police matters, warning of consequences. Over 6 months, Samson tries to leave his violent past, taking a butcher job and aiming for an ordinary life. Yet he's haunted by 6-month mistakes, memories of flames and lives lost, and the weight of regret that keeps him from peace. Meanwhile, an American family arrives at Moldova's airport. MMA fighter Faden, his wife Monica, and their teenage daughter Becky. A mysterious woman photographs Becky from afar, marking her as a potential target while Faden is distracted. Later at their hotel, Becky asks for the balcony to get better signal. Faden, absorbed in an MMA match, agrees. When he checks on her, calling her name, he steps out and finds it empty. Panic hits as he realizes his daughter is missing. Desperate to find his daughter, Faden appeals to media, escalating the search. Becky's disappearance spreads across networks. Samson, pausing at the butcher shop, sees the coverage. Faden and Monica later seek his help, but he declines. Undeterred by police inaction and Samson's refusal, Faden acts alone, scouring streets by a nightclub with Becky's photo, asking locals for clues. A shady bar yields hostility. Alone, he fights in club's dim underworld to find his daughter. In the neon-lit club, the confrontation turns physical. Faden, with an MMA background, fights off thugs, but is outnumbered as they close in, landing brutal blows. Despite his skills, he can't fend off their coordinated, overwhelming attack. Just as Faden is beaten and near defeat, a masked figure intervenes, Samson, who quickly neutralizes the attackers with swift, deadly moves. Samson rescues Faden and gets him his safety. At his butcher's shop, he agrees to help locate the girl. That night, Samson pursues an investigation. Disguised as a delivery messenger, he infiltrates Lucas's guarded home. He eliminates the gate guard, slips through security center, and enters Lucas's bedroom without alerting the armed guards. Samson barges in, seizes Lucas, and ties him to the bed. He demands Becky's location. Lucas plays dumb, so Samson vows to gather damning proof. He warns, if Lucas masterminded the abductions, Samson will finish him. A fatal ultimatum is set. After Samson departs, Lucas orders Flat to dispose of Becky and erase evidence. Flat and a partner shoot a bound woman, then threaten gasoline. The next day, police find a burned body in a bathtub. A bracelet on the arm leads them to Becky. Faden, Monica, and Samson wait for DNA results at the hospital. When Becky's death is confirmed, Monica collapses in grief. In distress, she confronts Samson, blaming his reckless tactics for her daughter's fate and holding him to account. Driven by revenge, Lucas's armed crew assaults Samson's butcher shop. Finding him vulnerable and drunk, they beat him with iron chains. Samson's survival instinct kicks in. He regains his footing and defeats all attackers. Amid the fight's aftermath, Samson gains clarity. Becky's bracelet was on her right wrist, yet the charred body wore it on the left. Realizing the body isn't hers and Becky may be alive, he heads to intercept her parents at the airport. Armed with this reveal, Samson and parents go to hospital to confront the corrupt forensic doctor. Subduing him, they force a confession. Stelly, government official, bribed him to falsify DNA results, exposing him as trafficking ring mastermind. Becky is alive, held captive in a remote, guarded location. Seizing a rare chance as her captors slip, she steals a phone. Hiding, she dials her father's number. A brief signal lets Faden and Samson pinpoint her, renewing hope for a rescue. Samson, Faden, and Monica rush the isolated prison. They secure the perimeter and breach the gates after neutralizing the outer guards. They move through dark corridors to rescue Becky, aware the place is swarming with armed mercenaries. Deep in the prison, they find an abducted victim. Becky is missing. They push through a hall shootout. Samson uses a smoke grenade to blind guards and protect family, then snipes the hidden snipers, turning the tide and saving the parents. In a standoff, Flat threatens to kill Faden and Monica and orders snipers to shoot. Samson intervenes, foreseeing the trap and taking out the snipers from afar. With the threat gone, they overpower Flat's men and secure the parents' safety. After the battle, all captive girls, Becky among them, are freed and reunited with families. Stelly, mastermind, sits in a church, brooding on sins. Samson steps from the shadows and shoots him dead, ending the trafficking ring for good.